What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I want to talk to you about the Vietnam War Memorial wall wash and the Korean War Memorial wall wash that the EWMC is organizing and putting together. It's one of those days. It's our second quarter day of service, and it's one of those days that you give back to the community and sharing the experience of giving back together. And what it results in is building solidarity and camaraderie. Now, we do the Vietnam War Memorial wash and the Korean War Memorial wash as a way to honor our veterans, because amongst our ranks in the IBEW there are a ton of military veterans, because we have a hard hat helmets to hard hats program, which, you know, military veterans can come and apply for the IBEW and get in through this program. And so we have a lot of veterans, and we owe veterans a debt. No matter how you slice it, we owe them a debt. And when I look at veterans, I empathize with them, because they are the rank and file working people of the military. And many come from very poor circumstances. When I say poor, I don't mean poor as in, well, actually, yeah, by the definition of the word poor, both financially and just socially. You know, most people that get into the military, they do it because they're economically strapped and they don't have a future. And so they say, well, I can go serve in the military, and that's a way to go to college for free. And so they are just working folks who were given a job to go and fight in a war. And these folks at these particular memorials gave the ultimate sacrifice. And it's an honor to be able to go and wash these memorials. And I want to tell you a little bit of the history behind how this came to be at Local 26. Years ago, we had a political organization that was created in Virginia called VTOP, Virginia Team on Politics. And VTOP used to be active politically. We would go out and door knock for candidates that we targeted as pro-labor. We helped win some elections. And it was brought to our attention as a possible idea for a community outreach event by Miss Linda Lawrence. And she said, hey guys, do you think this is something that can be done? Do you think people would volunteer for this? Because I saw this and I thought it was really nice, and I thought with all the veterans, and when she said it, I said, of course people would come. All we have to do is ask them. And it had to be on a Sunday. It was just 6 in the morning on a Sunday. And word got back that the prevailing attitude was that nobody was going to come to this. Nobody's going to get up on a Sunday to come for free and volunteer their time. That was the prevailing attitude. And so, you know, the members of ETOP took it as a personal mission to really try to make this event really show how much solidarity there is out there, and how if we just ask for a positive event and we ask for contributions, people would willingly come in and give back. And so we set on a mission, and we, for the next 5 union meetings, I got up and asked for volunteers at the Lanham Hall, and for 5 meetings I wrote down names, and other VTOP members asked for volunteers on job sites. And at the end of the day, we organized so many people that we had too many people, and we had to make more than one date. We ended up doing three events that year because of the overwhelming response. And so the history of it is that it was one of the first events that was put together, and the sole purpose was honoring our veterans and building solidarity. And it was a tremendous success. The very first one was so successful, and by chance there was news media at the National Mall that morning, and when they saw the large crowd gathered to watch the Vietnam War Memorial, they came down and started talking to folks, and they ended up interviewing the business manager, and it ended up being a good, very positive PR for the IBEW and Local 26 in particular. And that's the origin story of the Vietnam War Memorial. And since then, we have organized more wall washes, and the EWMC is organizing this year's wall wash, and we are looking for 35 volunteers for the 20th of May to do the Vietnam War Memorial, and we're looking for 45 volunteers for the 27th of May to do the Korean War Memorial. And this is our way to honor our veterans, to build solidarity, to reflect on all of the workers lost throughout the struggle, and to recognize our role within this struggle, and to give back. In the description box, I will leave the email. If you're an IBEW member and you're willing to be in DC to participate, I know it's short notice, but you never know, man. Some folks might want to travel. But I'm open to anyone who wants to come. I will put in the description box the email that you would need to send your contact information to, so that we can add you to the volunteer list, and you can get the correspondence for where we're going to be meeting up and what to expect. It's a real beautiful event, and I hope that you get to be a part of it. And if you're a member of IBEW Local 26, reach out. Let me get you on that contact list. All right? Just remember, the fight's not left and right, man. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I, front and center. All right? Peace.